Where you eating at?
Hi, I'm Greg Doolin, inviting you to a special celebration of Women's History Month. Join KBLA Talk 1580 for its annual symposium, The State of Black Women in LA. Broadcast live from Doolin's Soul Food on Crenshaw, Friday, March 27th, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., moderated by Dominique DePrima. And yes, breakfast is just $15.80. Come get fed twice. Your stomach and your mind will thank you. We'll see you Friday morning, March 27th, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. at Doolin's Soul Food on Crenshaw for the State of Black Women in LA. Broadcast live only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
So we've become so obsessed with understanding our past, our traumas, ourselves, and even the people around us. And somewhere along the way, we've equated understanding with love. Understanding requires alignment. It demands that things make sense, that there's logic, and that we agree. But what happens when life doesn't give you clarity? What happens when someone's actions or even your own don't align with what you think they should be? The obsession with understanding, it keeps so many of us trapped, stuck in endless cycles of overthinking, waiting for answers that honestly, they may not never come. Acceptance, though, is different. Acceptance doesn't need clarity or agreement. It says, I may not fully understand your past, your choices, my choices, or your pain or my pain. But I still value you. I still value me. I still see you. I still see me. Acceptance allows love to exist without conditions, without needing everything to fit neatly into a box.
Relationship is not a machine. You're not intimate automatons. You got to feel deeply and often. Sure, you could take a break from... We don't even like speaking deeply. Oh, that's enough. Dang, that was heavy. That was a lot. You have people do... that was a lot. Everybody overwhelmed. Well, my relationship can't be overwhelming. What if it's revealing the truth of who you are to you and your partner simultaneously? Nah, you want to run the relationship like Industry 4.0 machines, right? Automation. Machines communicate through shared protocols, so the system stays efficient. In Relationship 4.0, partners search for psychological ideas and concepts, so the bond requires minimal adjustment. Oh, you're an avoidant. I'm an avoidant. Oh, we can avoid each other from time to time. Oh. Instead of learning how to tolerate differences. Oh, you're an avoidant. I'm anxious. Gosh. Instead of learning how to tolerate differences, people increasingly search for partners who already fit the operating system. In Industry 4.0, predictive analytics anticipate failure before breakdown occurs. In Relationship 4.0, People leave at the first sign of emotional instability. Not always because the bond lacks value, but because modern conditioning lowers tolerance for uncertainty. Modern conditioning lowers tolerance for uncertainty. Repair starts feeling inefficient compared to replacement. Are we acting like machines? This got too deep. I didn't want to feel that deep. I just wanted to hang and have some drinks and chill and do that consistently with you. But to reveal who I am, and nah, I'm not doing that. Going the healing individuation process, nah, I'm not doing all of that. No. Let me get T back in here from Indianapolis. T. Now. T, are you ready? Do you know?
Ready.
All right, here we go. T, guess what you just did?
I brought Nat Town to the show.
Yeah, T, you know you got a seat at the table anytime you want to come in and talk to us. You can talk to us. Get at us. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. We're going to bounce back to Los Angeles. Valerie from Los Angeles, California. Get up in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Greetings. I realized this morning that I have never, before now, I have never been in a romantic relationship and not been experiencing a seizure disorder, depression, suicidal depression, anxiety, and self-sabotage, and codependence. So the relationship that I am entering now is completely different. I still have the impulses of that old person when things come up. But I shared with my suitor supreme this morning that the old me would be chasing him right now. To fix things, to make myself perfect.
First off, let me just say this. I'm going to copyright the term suitor supreme. I loved it. Is that what, did you just call the man my suitor supreme? Oh, I love that. That was amazing. That was fire right there. But no, finish talking. I'm sorry. I digress.
We agreed to love, passion, all of that is understood. It's felt. We've decided to see what kind of friends we are, how much we can like each other, with the knowledge that we both had a trajectory for our life when we met. And that shouldn't change that much.
Right. But see, what I don't want you to do, Valerie, is transfer anything that you're supposed to do for you to him.
No. I'm in observation. That's what I didn't finish.
Yes.
Yeah, I was telling him this morning, the old me would have chased and tried to make it perfect and, make myself perfect.
Right.
But all I really want to do is observe.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. And just letting him know I'm not falling back. I'm just reflecting something different. And it's new for me. So I can't tell you what it's going to look like.
I love that for you. But what I want you to do is keep using your tools. I'm sure you got a full toolbox. Keep using your tools. Stay connected to yourself. Even if the relationship doesn't work out, you got to understand you don't have to collapse as a person because it didn't work. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, if it doesn't work out, it has been wonderful.
That's what I want to hear. I love that. Now, I appreciate that, Valerie. But you matter. right?
Yeah.
You matter. And we don't want to have an episode with you where, you know, you're hit in a certain way and you can't rebound. So I want you to constantly use your tools to stay self-aware, to stay locked into the process of being present with self and not dependent, because you're telling me every relationship you were hyper dependent, right? You were codependent.
Yeah.
So we don't want that, right? And typically people who are codependent, if the relationship breaks down, their sense of self collapses. We don't want that to happen for you. So what are you doing to strengthen your presence, right? To stay aware of self? What are you doing to do that?
Tending to me.
Yeah.
I'm tending to me, giving him space to tend to him, not worrying about what other people are doing.
Can I frame
enjoying the time that we spend.
Can I frame it another way?
Okay.
The definition you have for yourself can only be written by you.
Yeah.
Do not allow him, right, or take in, right, his definition of you. Does that make sense?
Well, he doesn't even know all of me yet to define me.
Hey, you
Like,
know how
we've
we
just
do.
gotten to the space where we've agreed to start revealing our shadow to each other.
Oh, y'all going ham. Y'all going all the way in.
We grown.
We grown.
I'm 55. I don't have time to be playing. This is my darkness. Can you shine your own light when my darkness is casting shadows?
I love that.
And can I do the same? Can I love you in spite of yourself? That's grace.
Mm-hmm.
If I have grace for myself and I claim to love someone else, how do I not reflect that grace?
Man,
If I don't, I'm a hypocrite.
I love Valerie. Valerie, you can call in anytime, child. I love Valerie. Hey, Valerie, Callie Soul, Nikki from the SIP, Attila, when they call in, they don't be playing. They lay it flat on the table. I love that. I love that for you. And you know we always praying for you, and we got your back. And if you need me to talk to somebody for you, just let me know. Guess what you just did, Valerie? Guess what you just did?
Oh, my brother brought LA into the building.
Los Angeles is in the house. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason live on KBLA Talk 1580. You already know it is. It's the Voice of Reason, the most powerful relationship discussions in all the world. Sisters are calling in deep tonight. Tonight's topic, Relationship 4.0. Are relationships beginning to mirror Industry 4.0? Are we beginning to operate like automatons, robots? We don't want to feel too deep. We don't want to have deep conversations. We want predictability. In Relationship 4.0, people leave at the first sign of emotional instability. Not always because the bond lacks love, but because modern conditioning lowers tolerance for uncertainty. Repair starts feeling inefficient compared to replacement. There's so many replacement parts out there on social media. If it don't feel right, you disrespected me, I'll just replace you, right? In Industry 4.0, performance data guides decisions. In Relationship 4.0, emotional life gets measured through productivity. What have you done for me lately? Lifestyle alignment, financial stability, mental health, communication skills, and future security. None of those measures lack importance. Not that they're not key or crucial, yet constant evaluation can slowly convert intimacy into maintenance. Who lives like this, y'all? I got questions. And I got a caller. But I'll get to the caller in 2 seconds. When fear outpaces integration, does the modern mind start designing relationships the way 4.0 designs machines? Optimized, regulated, and low risk. Because conscious communion requires surrender, and surrender feels more dangerous to the unintegrated self than loneliness. I know that was a lot. Let me say it's plain. People are not getting into relationships for their spirit to be ripped open. That's what love actually does. Check out Khalil Gibran. Check out Rumi. Keep breaking your heart until it opens. That's Rumi. Keep breaking your heart. No. We have to run this relationship like a machine. Optimized regulation. Low risk. I don't want no drama. I'm protecting my peace. No, you're protecting your quiet. You've never experienced peace. When relationships adopt optimized logic or optimization logic, does emotional unpredictability start registering in the nervous system as inefficiency rather than as the raw material of bonding? That's a heavy, I know. If Industry 4.0 removes waste from production, what part of love qualifies as waste? Jealousy, longing, insecurity, repair, or the time required to understand another person slowly? Oh my God, when we come forward, I'm going to ask that bombshell of a question again.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Nox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Nox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Nox 47 for free, call now. 800-677-1453. That's 800-677-1453. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-677-1453. That's 800-677-1453.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The BLM Center for Black Power is a hub for Black activism in the city of Los Angeles, a standalone nonprofit affiliated with Black Lives Matter LA. The venue is home to live events, meetings, and organizing drives for Black-led community-based organizations. It is also the base of operations for Black Lives Matter LA. Built on what used to be a nuisance property owned by an arms dealer, the BLM Center for Black Power is in the heart of Leimert Park and has opened its doors to everything from youth organizers to toy drives to film screenings and community town hall meetings. To make a donation or make a request, please visit blmla.org. That's blmla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This This March, we're turning up the volume on the women who changed everything. KBLA Talk 1580 is proud to celebrate Women's History Month, honoring the trailblazers, truth tellers, and game changers who shaped our world, our culture, and our community. From the freedom fighters to the firsts, from the boardroom to the front lines, from the unsung to the unforgettable. All month long, we're celebrating the stories, the voices, and the conversations that remind us that women, Black women, have always led the way. Don't miss a moment. This is our moment. This is our story. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580, Los Angeles' home for the conversations that matter.
I'm your girl, you're my girl, we're your girls. We want you to know that we love you.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Okay. I see what you're doing, Andy. Listen, man. My playlist used to be my co-host. Now, Andy's playlist is the damn co-host. Boy, Andy is... Okay, I like them boys. That's mint condition. I like them a lot. But the record for me from them is not Pretty Brown Eyes. It's So Fine. Oh no, I know what kind of man I would be. But come on, Andy, let's go.
For all these special people whom God created, put on this earth. So beautiful indeed. So many. But woman. Such a beautiful lady, the kind you find in a dream, and dreams are so real for me. With eyes so warm and soothing, they put me in a trance, and I imagine us by the warm cozy fireplace. The light shines on your face. The smile gets me high and higher. My heart starts to race. I gotta say what I feel, 'cause girl, you look so good to me. So fine, lady. So fine, this way.
Be real with me. People forget that inconvenience is the cost of love. Real, what do you mean? In my career, I've had the blessing of moving around all the time. So all my relationships have eventually become long distance. I always bring up the conversation of we're gonna have to try to work things out, communication, timeline, schedules, all these things. Once I started asking these questions, it always went bad. Most people don't leave because they've fallen out of love. Most people leave because it just has gotten inconvenient.
I think the problem is that it's so easy to feel selfish in love, but I think love doesn't work when you're selfish. Because I think you know love is real when you give something up. And I don't mean that in like a sacrificial way, but because you're prioritizing them over other things.
Everyone's like, what do I gain from this? Everyone wants to focus on, like, how does this affect me? Work on yourself, work on yourself, work on yourself. But eventually you also got to work on the us.
And I also think you're just not going to be happy. Relationships bring joy when it feels like you're giving because you want to give, not because you have to.
You may be too tired. If you truly care about someone, you're going to make time for whatever they need. If you you can. And even if you can't, you're going to make your best attempt. And I think that's really what it means to love someone, even in a non-romantic relationship. That's how you're going to show your love, right? You're going to show up when you can't. When you're tired, you're still going to show up.
Thank you so much. What was your name?
Austin.
Preston, nice to meet you.
Whoever that was, they were cooking. Preston Rakowski. Hey, they were cooking. Love requires some type of sacrifice. Love also requires some type of disturbance. I'm a Star Wars fan. I sense Lord Vader is in danger. Yes! Lord Vader is in danger. Go get my ship. Yes, the Force! There's a disturbance in the Force. You felt it too. Yes! That's love is that disturbance. Who told us everything's supposed to be smooth and perfect and symmetrical? Love is not that way. Love is not linear. Love is spirituality. And spirituality is non-linear. That's why you hear people, love is a verb. Wrong. It's not. It's not just a set of actions. Sure, you can display it through some actions. But action not connected to the ground of reality. Wait, hold on, Zoe. Self-awareness is connected to the ground of reality. Self-actualization, integration, individuation, self-realization, right? That's connected to the ground of reality. Anything that's disconnected from the ground of reality, i.e. God, is a mere performance. I know people don't want to hear it. You're running a system now. I've got 6 weeks before the birthday, and then another 8 weeks before Valentine's Day, and then another 8 weeks before my birthday, or 4 months. Do you see what everything is mapped out systematically? Do you understand? If Industry 4.0 removes waste from production, what part of love qualifies as waste? Jealousy, longing, insecurity, repair, or the time required to understand another person slowly? When we come forward, I'm going to Houston, Texas.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. President Trump says Department of Homeland Security funding should be tied to the Save America Act, urging Republicans not to end the shutdown without including the voter ID measure.
The Democrats are fully to blame with the struggle the great American public is going through at the airport.
Speaking in Memphis, Trump told lawmakers to push forward, saying, quote, "Do it for Jesus," end quote. ICE agents are now working alongside TSA at the world's busiest airport, Hartsfield-Jackson International, as long lines grow during the shutdown, with more agents calling out unpaid. Black Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens says the armed agents will only assist with crowd control. In Michigan, Governor Gretchen Whitmer has been named Woman of the Decade by the United Way for Southeastern Michigan. Black Detroit Mayor Mary Sheffield was honored as the 2026 Woman of Influence, while Black Family CEO Alice Thompson received the Lifetime Achievement Award. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Where you eating at? Hi, I'm Greg Doolin, inviting you to a special celebration of Women's History Month. Join KBLA Talk 1580 for its annual symposium, The State of Black Women in LA. Broadcast live from Doolin's Soul Food on Crenshaw, Friday, March 27th, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., moderated by Dominique DePrima. And yes, breakfast is just $15.80. Come get fed twice. Your stomach and your mind will thank you. We'll see you Friday morning, March 27th, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. at Doolin's Soul Food on Crenshaw for the State of Black Women in LA. Broadcast live only on KBLA Talk 1580.
What if your rooftop could earn you money every year? With LADWP's Solar Rooftops program, you can get solar panels installed and maintained on your home at no cost and earn up to $900 a year. That's up to $18,000 over 20 years. There are no upfront costs, no credit checks, and no annual fees. Plus, you'll help power Los Angeles with clean local solar energy and reduce reliance on fossil fuels. Make your rooftop work for you. Apply today at ladwp.com/solar rooftops. Heading out of town this spring? Metro makes getting to LAX easier than ever. Just take the C or K train lines to the new LAX Metro Transit Center. Then catch a free shuttle straight to your terminal. Easy, affordable, stress-free. Travel smart. Go Metro.
Not everything announces itself. Some things simply arrive, and the room is compelled to adjust. This is grooming without apology, without noise, without compromise. Gods and money, organic formulations, clean precision, crafted for skin that does not ask for permission to be felt. Element Cream, a rare hydration layered like an oud at dusk, measured, enduring, unmistakably masculine, moisturizing oil, a quiet revolution, restoring what stress, climate, and time attempts to claim. This is not skincare. It is composure made visible. It is inevitability. Gods and money exist impeccably. Discover the ritual at godsandmoney.com. That's godsandmoney, MONY.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. 10 Toes In serves as a mentorship and domestic violence prevention program. They support, educate, and empower couples during and after incarceration. They assist male returning citizens to re-enter society successfully and to help them maintain a healthy relationship with their romantic partner. They offer a mentorship support group for formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In teaches its Intimate Relationships 101 curriculum at male prisons throughout the state of California. They host sister support group meetings for women who are intimately involved with incarcerated and formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. To access their services or make a donation, please visit them online at 10toesin.org or find them on Facebook or Instagram. They are healing lives through relationships. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Word.
Love, there's so many things I I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how.
Come on, Andy.
'Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name, from then on I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change. 'Cause love, so many people use your name in vain. Love, those who have faith in you sometimes go astray. Love, through all the ups and downs, the joys and hurts. Love, for better or worse, I still will choose you first. Oh, oh, oh. Many days I've longed for you, wanting you.
You know, there was a quote that broke the world down so simply to me, and it completely blew my mind, and it showed me that everything indeed actually is all love. The quote said that everything is either an act of love or a call for it. Some people are either operating from their heart with forgiveness, kindness, and just showing good deeds into the world. And then there's other people that are acting in a lack thereof, which makes them act in fear, anger, anxiety, all of the things of that nature. But it all starts and comes from this one root place, which is love. Either you are giving it or you need it. And everything within, especially human nature and how we operate, is in between the middle of those two. So when you really understand that, you lose your sense of judgment, because you're not judging anybody off of their behaviors, because you understand that their behavior, if it were to come out of that of lack of love, it's because they have been deprived of love since a little child. And so since they have been deprived of love, they have created this person that now is able to deal with that deprivation. But that does not mean that they're a horrible person. They are just calling for it. They just need love within their life, and they don't know how to ask for it. So these are the ways that they ask for it, because in the household or the place that they grew up, when they did these things, they received attention, and attention felt like love, but indeed it was not. So they grow up and become these people that still call for it in these same ways. It does not make them a bad person. And on the other end, the people that do things from the heart, those people are the people that are trying to heal the world at the same time. But we're in between the mix of both of those things. But at the end of the day, it is all love. When you stop trying to label people,
Who's this brother, Andy? Koi? That's his name. COI? KOI on Instagram. Okay. I heard him. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason has been on complete fire. Callers from all over the country. Tonight's topic is heavy. Automated love. Prepackaged love. Optimized love. We don't get deep. We're trying to stay consistently functioning. Oh, this is heavy, man. I love it. I love it. Well, you already know what time it is. It's Attila's time. Attila from Houston, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Lord have mercy. What are your thoughts, child?
Well, I am enjoying facial expressions while listening to these clips. Let me just say.
My facial expression. What did I do?
That's just funny. But, no, but on the AI thing, you know what's interesting? The way, what was his name? John, the guy, the first clip? The way he explained it about the AI situation was really cool. But something I thought about, like, if AI takes away our jobs, takes away all these things that we kind of ascribe meaning to, like, what are we left with as a society?
Each other.
And I think, well, relationship.
Right.
Right? So perhaps the whole idea of AI taking over is what's going to actually allow us to get back to our humanity. So it's just a thought.
I think it might be a great thought. But It's going to be some breakdowns in those first couple of centuries.
Well, because you know how people are, right? Like, I mean, again, if you take away something that, again, someone has ascribed meaning to, meaning that they feel that this somehow informs them, their life decisions, whatever the case, it's going to be catastrophic for that person, right? So and I would say it's almost like an instantaneous dark night of the soul, but still needed.
So you're saying maybe AI and automation and Industry 4.0 has to take work and responsibility completely off our hands so we could be sitting face to face with each other and start dealing with each other in a real way.
And ourselves, yeah.
Lord. Maybe if that happens, we will then have the leisure time or the time to actually catch up to technology, psychologically speaking. Like, we got to get our spirit, our psycho-spiritual, dojo on. And relationship is that space, right?
Or maybe just have a time to be present. Yes.
You know how scary presence is for most people?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. I mean, I know.
Andy just said terrifying. Men don't know how to be present. Do you agree with that?
Well, learn. I don't think anyone does. I think a lot of us don't. I don't think that's necessarily specific to men or women because we're all engaging in distractions in some way, shape, or form, which is why it is terrifying to be present and to be with yourself.
Andy asking questions. He said, what does presence look like? He talking to you, Attila. Come on.
Awareness, attentiveness. Like, have you ever, just sat and without judgment, just kind of observed what you were thinking? Like, just like, why do I think like that? Why did I come to that conclusion? But without judgment, not a I shouldn't have or I must have thought this. Like, really being able to sit with yourself with attention on who you are and what you're feeling and really, just sat there with it. Like, that's what I would say that would look like.
Oh, this is good. Are you ready for some questions?
I am. I am.
You got to answer the first question.
Okay.
If Industry 4.0 removes waste from production, what part of love qualifies as waste? Is it jealousy, longing, insecurity? Repair is wasteful when replacement is probably more efficient? Or the time required to understand another person slowly?
I would say the latter would be considered. It would be considered waste, but it's not actually a waste. I think it would be considered waste for the simple fact that efficiency is really about time. And as you heard Alan Watts say, time is not even really real.
Wow. So let me just say the last part of that question, the time required to understand another person slowly is inefficient for these superficial modern relationship 4.0 type interactions.
Yes, because of the focus on outcomes, getting somewhere, doing something.
Come on, niece!
Like, all of that is time-based. So I think that's why I say the benefit of AI could be removing that constraint that we have on time. We're so focused on time. Maybe if we're able to remove that, we could actually focus. But I think it takes some intentionality to do that.
Okay. When provision replaces presence as the primary proof of love, does attachment reorganize itself around stability instead of felt connection?
100%. 100%. I would say that, and this is hard for me because you know me, I'm a Taurus. We love stability. But I would go as far as to say that we shape our love languages around that as well. "Quote unquote" love languages. That's that whole giving gifts and blah blah blah. Like, you see how we try to sneak that into psychology?
Right. No, I totally understand. I get it. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. If technology trains the brain to expect instant results, does delayed emotional understanding begin to feel like neglect rather than normal human limitation?
I definitely think it can be. That's a hard one, right? Because delay is based on your perception of time. And so I definitely think in that absence, you can make that assumption that you neglect is present. But that still is all based on, like, perception.
Wow. Oh, this is... Oh, Attila, be honest. Do you want a relationship that is based on conscious communion or one that is based on the rules of relationship 4.0? Predictability.
Of course, conscious communion. Ugh.
Sustainability.
Relationship 4.0 sounds scary. Oh, God, no. Oh.
Optimization. Like, predictability. Come on.
I personally, I'm not going to say scared of AI, but I'm not. The whole 4.0, the idea that we have to have a new version, updated version, that always freaks me out. But I'm always going to be more so for the conscious connection because that's what I want with myself. Like, I want to have a conscious connection with myself first and foremost. And then everything else, falls into place.
I love it. Attila, my niece, guess what you just did, child?
I brought Houston in the building.
Come on, Houston, Texas. Listen, the voice of reason on a Monday. You thought that I wasn't going to come in here and go ham and eggs? Wrong. It's always breakfast.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Not everything announces itself. Some things simply arrive, and the room is compelled to adjust. This is grooming without apology, without noise, without compromise. Gods and money, organic formulations, clean precision, crafted for skin that does not ask for permission to be felt. Element Cream, a rare hydration layered like an oud at dusk, measured, enduring, unmistakably masculine, moisturizing oil, a quiet revolution, restoring what stress, climate, and time attempts to claim. This is not skincare. It is composure made visible. It is inevitability. Gods and money exist impeccably. Discover the ritual at godsandmoney.com. That's godsandmoney, MONY.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Created with a share of the 1984 Olympic Games surplus, LA 84 began operations in 1985 as a grant-making and educational foundation. Today, the LA 84 Foundation supports hundreds of nonprofit youth sports organizations throughout Southern California annually, trains coaches, commissions research, convenes conferences, and maintains the world's premier Olympic and sports library collection.
They are transforming lives and communities through the power of youth sports. To find out about youth sports programs for yourself or your child, and to get information about the grants and support they offer to schools and nonprofits, or if you want to make a donation, please visit la84.org. That's la84.org. Or you can call them at 323-730-4600. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Something special. Unforgettable. 50 Cent. Just stand. Simple plan. She want it. I wanna give it to her. She know that it's right here for her. I wanna see her break it down. I'm ballin'. Blowing money around. She a work girl, she work the pole, she break it down, she take it low, she find it, she bout the dough, she doing a thing out on the floor. Her money, she make it, look at the way she shake it, make you want to touch it, make you want to taste it. How you lustin' for it, going crazy, face it now, don't stop, get it, the way she shake it, make you want it. Think she double jointed from the way she split it, got your head from the way she did it.
We can't create regulation time unless we notice the somatic first. Can you feel? What does being defensive feel like for you? Because a lot of us, we bypass the whole somatic part of the body because the minute we feel it, it's like feeling when you touch something hot and it burns you and you immediately, by reflex, jolt back to get it off of you. That's how we are. And some of us, we've been in conflict for so long with each other, the minute vulnerability shows, we flinch because we think it's suspicious, like it's a trap. That right there is an unconscious form of sabotaging, because if you think it's a trap, when are you ever going to believe the change that you're demanding? Yes, you may have experienced being ghosted, being cheated on, being abused. That is not your partner's debt to pay. That is your work to sort through and communicate to your partner in a way so they can understand you better. But we don't even have that level of communication, some of us in relationships. We don't. We cannot start using our trauma to justify the harm we cause unconsciously. We have to understand that if we want a partner that's safe, that's present, that's regulated, you also have to become the type of partner that is emotionally mature enough to receive that type of partner.
Come on, hey, it's Sav. She be cooking. Listen, real-time analytics in your relationship will not erase the need for deep presence. Sure, we can have systems. Sure, we can have, calendars. And yes, the relationship could run like a bustling little city. But that can't be the heart of the relationship. Deep presence must be the heart, and everything must run off of that. Real-time analytics versus deep presence. Can true empathy exist in an environment where we are constantly measuring our ROI, return on investment, in a relationship? Or does the act of measurement inherently degrade the quality of intimacy? Oh, wait a minute. What about the just-in-time lover? The JIT, right? Industry 4.0 minimizes inventory for just-in-time delivery. Does modern dating, driven by efficiency of apps, right? The efficiency of apps encourage us to treat people as on-demand resources to be summoned only when a specific need or physical or whether physical or emotional arises? I don't want a JIT, a just-in-time lover. I don't want that. I don't. What about the commodity of connection? If empathy is replaced by efficient provision, Has love been successfully commodified? Transformed from an inalienable human experience into a marketable asset with a clear price tag of security? Should we ask Shira 7? Should we? Oh, the voice of reason. I love starting the conversation. I do. Krishnamurti would likely cut straight through the technological metaphor and ask a more dangerous question. Why has relationship become a mechanism of self-protection rather than a field of self-revelation? He would not begin with apps, algorithms, provision, or compatibility. He would begin with fear. He would ask whether the modern human being ever actually meets another human being, or whether each person merely brings memory, hurt, image, comparison, demand, and psychological continuity into contact with another bundle of memory, hurt, image, comparison, and demand. That's what Krishnamurti would do or say. In that sense, Relationship 4.0 would not mark a new problem, but a more sophisticated version of an old one. The self-using relationship to avoid the ending of the self. Listen, I started the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. I'll be back tomorrow with another slapper. Andy, what we got online? We got that Altadena album? Come on, man. Check this out. I'll see y'all tomorrow with another burner.